What's going on, everyone? It's Matt Deegs here with another video, and they just released the patch 11 notes. So if you don't have patch 11, the access to the public test server, if you're not on PC, all good. I'm gonna get you the information in this video for all of us that are on console or that don't have access to the public test server. Okay, we got a lot of new, really cool things that are coming in patch 11, guys. This update is gonna be nuts, in my opinion. It looks really good. So let's go over it quickly here, guys. So some new features. So we have a new PvE map, Reclamation. So this operation, Reclamation, takes place in orbit above the planet Avarax. Now, we've been hinted at many times for the past few months that the new operation will be taking place on in orbit, in space, off planet. So they've just confirmed that right here. A squad of Space Marines is deployed to a critically damaged Imperial cruiser to purge it of Tyranid infestation. Amazing. However, as the mission unfolds, the objectives begin to shift. Okay. We also have a new PvE equipment, so Sanctified Wrath. Again, I'm reading this for the first time, guys, with you, so I'm kind of gonna, I'm learning as I go with you, and hopefully giving you my take on what each one will look like in game. Upon use, the player's melee damage is increased by 25% for 15 seconds, and the player is immune to knockbacks. When used, enemies within a small radius are pushed back. All right, so this is an equipment, so you're going to be able to find them on the floor, on the ground, from my understanding, very similar to crack grenades, melt-a-bomb, shock grenades, standard grenades, just like that. There's a new equipment that you will be able to pick up called Sanctified Wrath, all right? We also have a new battlefield condition. So we have 40 new battlefield conditions for the game mode stratagem. If you have not played stratagems yet, I love it. You get a bunch of different battlefield conditions, can be in your favor, can be against you, not in your favor, per mission, and it's really fun. And they usually reset daily or weekly. We also have some new heroic items, guys. We have, they added 6 new heroic weapons and armor pieces to unlock with accolades. So in terms of the weapons, we have heavy bolt pistol, heavy bolter, instigator bolt carbine, bolt sniper rifle, power fist, and the thunder hammer, which is currently not available for the public test server. And for the armor pieces, we have the Mark 7, I believe, if my Roman numerals serve me correct, Mark 7 helm, Black Templars, Crusader helm, veteran molecular bonding studs, right for the right pauldron, so for the right shoulder. Honorific gem are right, all right. Seems like they're all right. Chameleon line shroud, pauldron, veteran shroud, pauldron. All right. Going into the new year pass content, this in brackets only testable if you own the season pass. We have the Blood Angels champion pack added and its signature chainsaw skin, Salamander cosmetic pack added. Now, if you guys haven't checked my most recent video, or if you haven't seen it, it's all over the internet. People have YouTubers that have access to the public test server. They're playing it right now. I'm sure they're live streaming it as we speak. So definitely go check out their streams and you can see it. But if you want to check out my videos, I posted a video of the 2 champion packs and the Blood Angel champion pack and the Salamander cosmetic pack. Really cool. The first one gives me like Dante vibes. If you know about Dante, he usually wears the sanguineous death mask, so it gives me a lot of that. And the Salamander cosmetic looks great as well. We also got some new chaos customization, so for PvP only. So customization of chaos classes is now available using armor parts from sets. And then we have some gameplay and balancing tweaks, guys. We have Assault. So let's see what Assault gets. So new feature, added a set of jump pack dash attacks for Assault that are much quicker and responsive than normal sprint attacks. Interesting. Dash attacks should be affected by all perks that affect sprint attacks as well. Please note that VFX are currently not finished. So I'm interested to see if this new set of dash attacks will require you to use a jump. All right, I'm interested. I'm hoping they will be separate and you don't have to utilize one of your jumps. So that would be very good. That would definitely buff the much needed assault. But going forward, guys, we have melee, we have power axe, so chained whirl slash now can be performed after overhead strike Overhead strike damage is increased by 50%. Wow. The perk Respote became a default behavior after performing a power backstep. Hold attack to perform an overhead strike. We have the perk Rispo, if I'm pronouncing that right, guys, I apologize if I'm not, is changed. Overhead strike damage after backstep is doubled. Blocking version can now enter power stance. Okay, as for the heroic double-edged relic, the chainsword, we have trampling stride perk now works with a heroic perk combo. Nice. Double heavy combo now can be performed after whirl/sprint attack. Awesome. And then for the heroic power gladius, which is the combat knife, if you don't know, damage buff now lasts for 1 second after the first instance of damage instead of being wasted on a single enemy. Okay, cool. And then for firearms, you have heavy bolt rifle, base damage increased by 13%. Okay. Bolt pistol, base damage increased by 15%. Heroic Combi Melta, increased damage by 15% for both bolter and melta firing modes. Okay. Now here's the multi melta. This is the one I'm looking for, the ones that I use a lot. So if you used any of the top three, that information's for you, but I'm a multi melta guy for my heavy. So the change allowing the players to shoot from the standing position immediately after firing from the blind, removing the previous delay, has been reverted. The interval between shots is now enforced when transitioning to the standing position. Interesting. I got to see how that plays in game, but seems like a heavy nerf. But we'll see. Perks. Tactical. Signal Jammer. The perk has been reworked. Old enemies marked by Auspex Scan cannot call for reinforcements and automatically explode upon attempting to do so. And the new one is, after marking an enemy by Auspex Scan, other enemies cannot call for reinforcement and automatically explode upon attempting to do so for 90 seconds. Interesting. So that's a buff. Sniper. Precision targeting. Now perks work against extremist and terminus level enemies. Guardian Protocol, remove cooldown. Oh, that's good. Ambush now slows down nearby enemies for 10 seconds. Okay, so sniper buff as well, looking like heavy nerf. Let's see Bulwark here. Emergency countermeasure, cooldown is decreased from 90 to 45. Whenever there's a cooldown decrease, guys, that's a buff. Okay, Vanguard. I'm a lover of Vanguard. I'm going hard with my Vanguard class now. So let's see. Grappler launcher damage now scales based on difficulty. Oh, that's good. That's a buff. Retribution, the perk has been reworked. Okay, old. After you are grapped or knocked back, you deal 30% more melee damage for 20 seconds. The new, when your ranged weapons magazine is empty, melee damage increased by 20%. Interesting. So a definite rework there. It's going from being knocked back to being when your ranged weapons magazine is empty. Interesting. And then moving target. Old, each melee attack you land reduces the range damage you take by 5% up to 30%. If you do not land a melee attack for 5 seconds, the effect ends. New, killing an enemy at a range of 30 meters or more restores ability charged by... Oh, I don't know about that one, but I mean, if you're using longer range weapons, I use the Melta, the Melta rifle, so this one might not work for me. And then Tenacity, the perk has been reworked. Old, after killing 10 enemies within 5 seconds, diving kick damage increased by 40% for 15 seconds. New, after a range kill Majoris level or higher enemies, diving kicks damage increased by 130%. Okay, that's a nice buff. And then collateral damage increases damage by diving kick to 50%. Nice. Okay. Definitely a few nerfs in my opinion on some perks and a few buffs for Vanguard. Assault, active attrition. The perk has been reworked. Okay. Old. Enemies hit by melee attacks take 50% more damage for 3 seconds. New. Enemies hit by damage from melee attacks executed while sprinting or dashing melee attacks take 25% more damage for 5 seconds. Okay. All right. Battlefield conditions. Let's see what we got. Great responsibility. Increased HP bonus from 100 to 150%. Retirement barge. Are they going to go over all of them? Okay, because I don't want to go over all of them. Retirement. Am I saying that right? Retirement barge reduces HP debuff from 66 to 50%. Okay, poorly fit suit. The hell, I can't even speak English. Poorly fit suit, reduced damage by 33%. Equipment malfunction, restricted from appearing on exfiltration mission. Okay, surgical strike. buff damage by 15%. Extreme challenge. Increased extremist enemies spawn cooldown. Ooh, that's going to be intense. Okay, then we got some gameplay QOL, increased netcode. Okay, I'm not going to go over everything here, guys, because now we're just getting into the nitty gritty. But there is a few gameplay QOL quality quality of life, I believe that's what it stands for. And then we have customization. Bots use player class customization. So I'm very interested to see how that works. I got to check out a little more information, read about a little more information regarding that, because I've seen people say different things in terms of the bot customization that they're adding in patch 11. Will they be able to use all your perks, or they're just going to go in with the weapons that you already have for that class? So I'm very interested to see. Added sorting armor parts by rarity. Fixed Black Templar champion now chains his power sword properly. Lots of minor customizations. Okay, we have some level upgrades, general fixes, and guys, I'm not going to go over everything here. So again, I will leave this link down below. There are some known issues that I know a lot of my commenters, my viewers are talking about, and hopefully one of these known issues will be fixed. Art customization, looking like a lot of customization issues. So I'm hoping they're fixing a lot of the issues that my viewers have been talking about, you guys have been talking about dropping games and being dropped and kicked. So hopefully this answers your question. But guys, everything looks really cool. I cannot wait for patch 11 to fully come out. I know right now it's in public test server. So again, if you are on PC, you have access to the public test server. You download it on Steam, you have access to the public test server. So if you're on console, unfortunately, you do not have access. It sucks. I'm on console. I'm with you guys. It sucks, but what can you do? We'll get patch 11 soon, and we'll be able to go full force for the Emperor. All right, guys? I'll leave the link down below if you want to check out this full article in its entirety. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.